All right, I thought I'd jump on here on a Friday and describe how we're making door knocking a little bit more efficient. Since it's 2024, we can put a lot of technology to use, and because there's a lot of data to basically collect in the field when we're out pitching, I want to show you how we're using that data, or at least taking advantage of the conversations we're having, because not every conversation we're having or door we go into is going to be a sale. Although in Canada, we push for the sale on the spot. It's just how we were trained, and that's how my guys trained. We're not going to get the majority of them. That's just sales. So when we run into a door that we're having a conversation to or with, there are a couple things that we're going to do differently other than take their business card and then go back to the office or go home or go into our car and send an email. We're just going to put some things to use and a bunch of automation. So the advantage to door knocking, other than it's the quickest way to a sale because you're face to face, and if you're good at sales, you can convince the person on the spot to sign up. But there's a bunch of people that say, send me more information, or here's my card, send me whatever you got. I'll take a look at it. I just don't have time right now. We can use all that and put it into a system to hopefully go back with an appointment or just use some creativity to get to them before the next payment processing sales agent does. So the first thing we do is our flyer is a little bit differently. So we don't have a website on all of them. Sometimes we use a website, sometimes we use a QR code. But the thing that works best for us is using a phrase that they can text to a number. So you see those TV commercials where it's like, I don't know, text health to 121212 and we'll give you health insurance, or whatever they do. We use that model, and I'll show you what that looks like in a second. We use an email automation flow. So I built a landing page and an automation for my door knocking rep, Kyle. When he hears someone say, send me more information, or yeah, I'm interested, just send something over by email and I'll take a look. We have an automation built around that so that we get more opportunity from it. And the third one attached to the email automation is a follow-up where we send a personalized video that hopefully gets the conversion to an appointment or a callback, if we call it up in Canada. But that personalized video is not recorded at the time of send. We're using AI to personalize each video so it looks like we're sending it. But realistically, we only recorded it one time, and then AI is personalizing the name. So I'm going to show you the flyer first, and it looks like this. So aside from the information on the flyer, do with that what you will. This is just what we use in different cities. So each city we knock in, we have a different name up here. But down here at the bottom, we have text get dough to the phone number. And that phone number is my CRM's phone number. So in our CRM, we have text messaging, SMS, compliantly, so that when someone texts a phrase to a number, or we text a lead or anything like that, we can do so from the CRM and not a personal or a business cell phone. So when that merchant, let's call her Susan, texts get dough to this phone number right here, it initiates a set of automations, and I'll show you that right now. So I'm inside my CRM automations, and we can see when a customer replies to the flyer, reply channel, SMS, contains phrase, get dough, phone number, and then the phone number they're supposed to text. We add it to the pipeline. We wait for 1 minute or 2 minutes. What is it? 2 minutes. And then we send the SMS saying, hey, this is Zachary, founder of Dough. I'm glad the flyer piqued your curiosity about the new standard we're trying to set for small business payments. What business do you run? Because we don't know when they text that number what business they run. We're trying to qualify them now that they're in the system. And then it notifies whoever is running this that a business owner has responded, so that we can watch the conversation move forward. So when they respond, we have some other automations running. I'll go back and I'll show you the next part, which is the email automation flow. So when my rep's in the field, Let me pause this quickly and bring it up. So when my rep's in the field and Susan or Ronnie says, I'm interested, send me more information, or even just like, here's my business card, send me more information. On the spot, before he leaves the business, he's gonna be like, no problem, I can do it right now, sir or ma'am. And he's gonna go to this landing page and we're gonna fill in the information so that we can send over more email details. More importantly than the email, because everyone can send an email manually, is the process that they go into that follows up with the merchant so that we can book, hey, when can I come back? Or let's jump on a Zoom call, or tell me a good time to call. We want that appointment set. If we couldn't close on the spot, we want that appointment set. So we're going to use automations to help us with the manual touch points so that Kyle, my guy, he can stop focusing on the follow-ups and he can just focus on hitting more opportunities and let other things help him with the follow-ups, because follow-ups don't need to be manual. I would still say customer interaction needs to be manual, but follow-ups don't. So we fill out this form, and when he says terminal selection, so let's say he was pitching the Clover Flex and we list that in this form. When this ports into the CRM, an email specific to how we would sell Clover Flex is going to the merchant, not a general email or something like that. It's going to be specific to Clover Flex. Now, if he said the Move 5000, I don't know why we would sell that, but we have it available, so it's on the list. Then an email would go out to the merchant wanting a subpar machine like the Move 5000. So what that looks like in the CRM is this beautiful site here. So the trigger is door knock form submitted. It assigns it to the rep, adds a tag knowing it came from door knocking so we can keep ourselves organized for future use of that tag. Sends a rep notification to me and Kyle, and then it adds them to the pipeline for door knocking, and then it sends out an email. Now that email is giving more information about the terminal we're trying to sell to that customer. Now there's another part to this. If they don't respond to that email, this is where the fun part comes in, at least my favorite part of the whole system, because emails go to spam sometimes, and this is why we send it on the spot. So when Kyle enters the information into this form, we want to still be there because we want to tell the merchant, Susan or Ronnie, hey, we just sent it. Check your spam, because it's the first time we're emailing you. Go check your spam, please. You'll see it in there. And then they check it. They're like, cool, I'll take a look at this and I'll get back to you. So that's one way we can open up the spam for them. Now, if we're not there for whatever reason, or they just don't get back to us within a day, we have another automation that goes out, and that is this personal video auto send. So I'll show you what that looks like. So when a follow-up is initiated after 1 day, what's going to happen is we're going to send them another email, and we could manually send the text message as well if we want to do a text. But it's sending an email asking, hey, did you get our last email? No worries. We made you this quick 3-minute video to describe how dough is better. And it shows a preview of the video. Now, the beautiful part is we're using video software that looks like this on the back end. So they click that preview and it brings up a personalized landing page and video. So I never said, hey, Michelle there. AI made me say that. I recorded the rest of the 3-minute video, but every time a new customer hits this stage in the pipeline, it's changing their name. So when the merchant opens this, like, damn, this guy took the time to record me my own video and put it on a landing page with my name. Now, most of them don't think that out loud, but they're thinking like, okay, these guys do it a little bit differently, and they care enough to do it differently where they're looking for the response instead of just calling me off the hook or, hey, did you get my message? Hey, did you get my message? Hey, did you get my message? We're using a little bit of creativity to stand out from the rest of the emails and text messages they get from everyone else. On the right-hand side, after they watch this video, it is my goal to get them to book a call or have us come back. So we have a calendar widget on the right-hand side here where they can actually book from this website. And this goes back in to my CRM where there's a bunch of automations around reminding them about the appointment and stuff like that. And we'll bring them coffee or tea. We ask for coffee. But so that's how we're doing things a little bit differently in the door knocking process. We want to be different so that we get more chances at bat or more swings at the ball, whatever sports reference you want to plug in here. But the beauty of it is there's no manual effort involved other than typing in the customer's information on this page, unless they text us, which again, there's no manual input. So we can knock 50, 60 doors a day. And if we get 1 or 2 sales, awesome. That's what we're looking for. But the 10, 15, 20 other people that be like, hey, I'm interested, I just don't have time right now. No problem. Because we know on the back end, we're going to get 4 or 5 of those people by using these automations to our advantage. So sure, we don't need to sign you up right now. We want to put more people into our system so that we can enrich our data for long-term scale. But if we pull 4 or 5 more deals out of it because our automations were helping us get to them in a different way, then that is advantageous. So I hope this spurred some ideas. If you don't have something like this, let me know. I can build it for you. But the purpose of this was to show you, you don't need to, and I'm the lead generation guy online, like advertising and all that stuff. I'm showing you how we use door knocking to our advantage because we still like door knocking. It's just not what I do anymore. But I understand the relevance of it because keeps the that's a tongue twister. Saw sharp. You get better because you learn stuff every day from merchants face to face. It's still the quickest way to a deal. It's just most of the time it's done inefficiently. If we're just going around roaming to different businesses, we're leaving a lot of data on the table still that we could put to better use. So I hope this helps. If you have any questions, drop it in the comments below and I'd be happy to help. Happy Friday too.